Régis, good afternoon. Firstly, injury update. Dan Ballard and Nielsen and Gulo, you said they weren't quite ready last week, but not far off.
Yeah, Ballard is fully fit. He has trained normally this week, so available for selection. For Nielsen, Berto and Jocelyn, still sidelined, but really close to reconnect with the squad, probably around the Forest game, a bit before, a bit after, for part or full training sessions.
You said after the game last week that you had some very tough decisions to make in naming your starting 11, and it's quite hard on Trey Hume and Ed Trouder and Talby to leave them out. Now you've got pretty much everybody fit, and there's a few exceptions. Do you, in your mind, have your first choice 11, or is it too nuanced for that?
Yeah, it's dynamic. And we spoke with the players around this important topic because it didn't happen often this year, probably a bit at the beginning. Then after that we had the AFCON, injuries and so on. But the goal of the purpose of the club is to grow, and if you want to grow, you need depth in your squad. And it means competition in different positions. So, for example, Trey is probably now, I think, the second highest game time in the squad, and he was on the bench for this game. But he was ready to start and to come on if it was necessary, and he did well. So it's about our culture, and you will have more depth, but also this competition allows us to push ourselves and to be more competitive as a squad.
And how pleased are you then when you look back to the start of the season and the players that were playing then and the teams that you were naming compared to their development and where they are now? And how we talked about Chris Rigg last week and how he's matured. Luke O'Nien you spoke about last week and how he's now become a regular.
Yeah, it's impressive how they stepped up. Because quick reminder, we were a newly promoted side, expected to be relegated early, and finally we hit this target, this 40-point target early in March, and with strong moments, tough moments as well, but we managed this season really well because of the level of the squad and the level of players, so it's impressive.
You mentioned the 40 points, and with 6 games left, the bottom 3 is 30 points at the moment. Do you think now, with hindsight, 40 was probably too high a target, or do you think you
yeah, it's an average target, probably the highest point, and might be less. But if you say that you want to set standards, high standards, I think it's fair to start with 40 points. And for this battle won't be with us, which is a great achievement, I think.
And another thing you said last week before the Tottenham game was managing the team at half time can be very difficult. Is it certain characters? Is it just the dynamic of half time? It just makes people.
Yeah, probably both. But I would say that our squad this year is alive, and it's good. They care a lot when they don't find a solution during the first half, when they struggle and they don't fix problem in real time. They want to go forward. They want to move. They want to change the dynamic, and I think it's really positive. After that, the time is short, and we have to be clear in our heads, in our minds, to deliver the right message. Otherwise, sometimes it's a problem.
But do you like having those characters? I mean, because there are some characters in your team, and they are quite outspoken. Some of them in a good way. And you've often talked about having captains on the pitch. Do you like that? Do you respond to that?
Yeah, I think it's key for the performance, and it's challenging for everyone as a manager as well. You know that the standards are high, and I think for me it is the key point. And results are a consequence of our daily standards, and with the players we have in our dressing room, the standards are high, and it means that you have to be demanding with the team, with the coaching staff, with me as well, and it's positive.
And briefly from me, Villa, having an excellent season, another great result for them last night. They've always managed to bounce back on a Sunday after a Thursday game, largely in the European competition. I think you know exactly what to expect, don't you?
Yeah, it's a big challenge, an exciting one, once again, because in this league you play in Europe every week, almost. Aston Villa, they are consistent, really well organized, well coached. Naimari is doing a great job, and they are consistent when they win and consistent when they lose as well, which for me is really important because results are sometimes unpredictable, because football is not a clean science. You can dominate and win a game, you can dominate and lose a game, but the way you manage the club, the team is really important, because it's about consistency once again.
How do you approach this game? Because at home, Villa are one of the best teams in the Premier League. I think only the top two have conceded fewer goals at home from them this season. So you know the size of the challenge. How do you approach it?
But it's, we have positive energy in the team at the minute. So it's with an underdog mentality. We are approaching this game, a big challenge, both tactically and about the quality of their individuals, because they are smart as a team, adaptive, with the ability to create many problems, to fix problems as well, and they have game changers. So sometimes you don't fix the problem collectively, but someone can change the dynamic of a game. So it will be really challenging, but it's an exciting challenge.
As a team, do you see a different team that you're facing this weekend to the one you faced back here earlier in the season, because their form has changed?
Yeah, we'll experience it quickly. It's always different because the dynamic is evolutive. So it was at home early in the season, now it's away, and it's the money time, and I think they are in a great form. So yeah, I repeat, so it's a big challenge, but we want to approach it in the good way.
And what about for yourselves? Because you spoke to Nick there about setting that 40-point mark and wanting to set the standards here. As a group, have you discussed the possibility of finishing in the top 6, 7, 8 and the run in the season, how you approach it?
Yeah, the approach remains the same. I repeat, results are consequence, so consequence of daily standards. If we stay consistent, we want to learn, we want to keep this identity, this togetherness, we want to stay consistent. We don't know what we can achieve, really. So it's about this daily ambition, and I felt once again this week that the energy is growing, and it's positive. After that, the challenge is big, but we'll try to fix it.
Is it a different energy, a different challenge compared to how you set out the season? So all the talk at the start of the season was must get to 40 points, must stay in the league. Well, the prize is a bit different.
Yeah, no, it's not really different. The environment can change, but the quality of the management is to stay focused, even with noise. And we know that the relegation might be a big threat, but if we stay focused and consistent in our way of working, I think this is the main challenge for us. So it's the same when it's positive. You don't want to change your mind. Otherwise, you'll create your own trap or problems.
Thank you.
Hi, Régis. It's been a long season. I imagine the players are tired. You're probably tired. How do you stop everyone from relaxing now that you're safe from relegation and have been for a while, and keep motivated for these last?
Yeah, we had this question after just before the international break. So we felt that the period was long, and probably between November and March was the most demanding period in the season, with the AFCON, injuries, suspensions, and so on. And after reaching this target, the question remain: will we have the same energy, the same ambition or not? And it was the case. We won at Newcastle, lost against Brighton. We will bounce back, yes or no? It was the case against Tottenham, and I can repeat that the energy in the dressing room is high. They want to play, they want to enjoy the moment, because it's rare, and the ambition is still high.
If you could take this club into Europe, what would that mean to you if you could qualify for one of these competitions?
I don't think like that. So what will be the output, the outcome of the season? I don't know. Once again, step by step, we'll see what will be the result at the end of the season. I can say that we are currently ahead of our targets, clearly. So the season is fantastic. Can we go further? We don't know, but we'll work on it.
And does Dan Ballard come straight back into your team, or I suppose Luke O'Nien has shown that he deserves to keep his place, or we could argue he deserves to keep his place?
Yeah, we don't have to rush the process at the minute, which is good. He's available for selection, but you understand the dynamic of the group. Even for Ballard, I think it's key to build his fitness level rather than to rush the process now.